This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer to where they were a season ago.
And for the Grizzlies, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
And they can't really afford to slip any farther down in the standings because, let's face it, they don't have the firepower to dig themselves out of too deep a hole once they're in it.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. They've got Edwards. ABC is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Insanity, and it's Askins in at the 5. Here's ABC. Back to Jordan. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Knights making their last shot. And here's Kobe for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Jordan. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And Kansas City decides to take their first time out here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I did speak with the Knights head coach. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, DA. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
Well, I think that's where knowing where your teammates are on the floor at all times is critical, and then being willing to give them the ball at the appropriate time.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And Bryant kicks to Jordan. Here's ABC. And again, Memphis no good. And it's Kansas City's ball, trailing by 2. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Kansas City.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity for me.
Jordan the pass to ABC. It's stolen by Edwards. Wide open look. And another basket for Kansas City.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Flash is checked in for O'Neal. Jackson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Hill, he's checked in for ABC. And the professor subbed in for Jordan. The Knights also changing it up. Shaq's checked in for the great one. Pierce comes in for Insanity. And it's the kid in for ABC. And it's Kansas City's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And here's Bryant for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
It's stolen by Edwards. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And some changes here for Kansas City. The Magician comes in for Edwards. And ABC subbed in for Wiggins. The professor passes to Hill. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Kansas City.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
The pass to the Magician. To the inside. O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's the Professor. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. The Professor's got 5.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Setting the floor for Kansas City. They've got ABC, the Magician out there with Pierce. Then it's the Kid, and it's Shaq in at the center, filling out the middle.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's the Machine, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Pierce. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes to the Magician. Another three for Kansas City. Here's the Professor. He dishes it to Jackson. And the layup falls.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Here's the Professor. Oh!
Goodness. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Kansas City trails by 6. The Kid passes to the Magician. The Kid got a hand on it. Adams against O'Neal. Here's Jackson. Pass to the Machine. Takes a 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And the Knights call time here. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Rick, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Back to Jordan. Pass to Flash. Just 4 to shoot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's ABC, guarded by Jordan, and the shot goes in. And that's now 7 points for ABC. Here's the Machine. Oh!
My goodness.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's Jordan. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. There's the pass to the machine. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
The machine's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Jordan. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Flash is checked in for O'Neal. And it's Bryant in for Jordan. Here's the machine. 11 points in the game. Flash passes to Bryant. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Got a piece of it. One-on-one fast break. Here's the machine, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
From 8.
Oh!
You got to be kidding.
And he jams it with authority.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He kicks it to Hill. On the wing, Jackson. No good. Shot missing. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so that's the end of the first half. Grizzlies lead by 13. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. What do you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've got. Providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taking a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit that can produce.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They've had a few issues in the first half, but the turnovers really stand out. It's hard to stay in the game when you're giving possessions away. Plus, it lets the other team run on the offensive end. They have to clean that up and clean up their ball handling and make better decisions.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from the machine.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got O'Neal. ABC is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Bryant. And it's Jordan in at point guard. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Kobe kicks to O'Neal. Memphis moving it around. Jordan the pass to ABC. Poked away. Here's ABC. Another three for Kansas City.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Kobe. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing. I love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Kansas City trails by 15. Here's Insanity driving in.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The professor's checked in for Memphis. And the Knights call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Adams, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's ABC. Here's Askins. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The professor passes to Jordan. Inside, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
Kansas City trails by 15. Here's Insanity. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Second chance shot. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
The kid, he's checked in for Kansas City.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Jordan. And some changes here for Kansas City. Shaq's checked in for the great one, and it's Pierce in for Insanity. And so Jordan nails both of them. Kansas City trails by 15. Passes it to ABC. Back to Shaq, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Knocks it loose. Pull-up jumper. They get the rebound. And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession. The Magician, he's checked in for Kansas City. ABC comes in for ABC.
Number 5.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Pierce with a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Here's Adams. Up and in on the layup. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
And the professor picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Flash is checked in for Adams. Jackson comes in for O'Neal. And it's Hill in for ABC. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession. The Machine's checked in for Memphis.
The Machine.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. The kid's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Asmus. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's the kid. It's deflected. They retain possession. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 10 points for the Magician.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Rejected by Pierce. And they get it back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. For Memphis, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Grizzlies. Kobe comes in for the Machine. Kansas City trails by 11. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Bryant. And here's the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so it's Memphis, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action after this word. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Knights, you've got the Magician. Wiggins is out there with the kid. And it's Pierce, and it's Haskins in at center.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Pierce. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
Insanity, he's checked in for the Magician.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And it's Pierce in the corner. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Both loose. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Over Wiggins. The professor passes to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Some changes for Memphis. O'Neal comes in for Jackson, and it's Jordan in for the professor.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
ABC's checked in for Grant Hill. Edwards, he's checked in for Kansas City. ABC comes in for the kid. Lets it go from 14. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's ABC, buries it from three-point range.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
It's deflected.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Askins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David. Kansas City trails by 12. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Bryant's running. O'Neal passes to Antetokounmpo. Nice move. Can't cash in from close range. It's tipped. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
ABC passes to O'Neal. Outside for Jordan. The pass to ABC. From downtown. Rebounded by Kansas City.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Kobe dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. It's a 10-point game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Memphis.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the... What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, ABC.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And so Kansas City now trailing by 10. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the problem for Wiggins, a former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for O'Neal. Jackson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brooks checked in for ABC. And the Machine subbed in for Bryant. Kansas City also with a sub. Plumlee's checked in. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from Jordan. The Knights on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. They get it again. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Number 21. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
In 2020, a special year for Giannis, winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, then signing a Supermax extension worth over $200 million.
And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
Edwards can't hit. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
It's tipped. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.